Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Ace here, of course, back in World of Tanks patch 9.8, and this is a very special replay which I just found. It is, seriously, it's amazing. This is Koras in his IS-7, and Koras is basically proving that just because a tank is really newbie friendly, like the USSR heavy line, the IS-7 and the IS-3 and all that stuff, doesn't mean that once an experienced player takes the helm of this thing, it won't just completely demolish. No, I mean seriously, once you guys see this replay, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So without further ado, see for yourself. Alright, so at the start of the match, everything seems to be going well. The deployment's okay, there's heavies on both sides, there's some medium tanks in the middle. The matchmaking's good, there's a bunch of tier 10s, 9s, 8s on both sides, same for both teams. And Koras decides to come up the western flank. The friendly Object 430 decides to take a fairly aggressive position on the hill there, try to get some shots in on anyone who's trying to flank the monastery. But he gets slightly bum rushed and probably very surprised by that Foch 155. So while this whole shitstorm's going on in the west over here, basically the enemy team's taken the monastery and pushed the friendly team back. There's also a lot of resistance going on the eastern flank as well, near the river. And with that last shot, Koras secures his third kill on the Tiger II. And he decides to drive up and support his allies by flanking the Batchat and the Type 62. So I think it's at this point where Koras realizes the state that his team's in, that they're basically disintegrating around him, and his cap point needs help. So he's starting to head back. The I-7 actually has fairly good mobility for a tier 10 heavy tank. Well, compared to the E100 at least. Actually, I wonder what the E100's armor compares to towards the I-7. Well, the E100 has side skirts that are spaced, so does the I-7. Basically, it all comes down to the angling, really. And the minimap just does not look good at this point. There's red everywhere. The T-54 that was up north just got his ass handed to him. And down south, there's just a whole glob of enemy heavy tanks that have to be dealt with. And now Koras is completely alone with his friendly artillery against 7 enemy tanks, one of them being a tier 10 artillery. Let's see how this plays out. So Koras turns around to head back down the hill, because he knows that enemy tanks are coming down there, and he managed to spot an enemy IS-7 who's going for the friendly T-54/T-55, M44, whatever. So he decides to go help him out. Rushes down the hill, finds the IS-7 side-on, plants one shot directly into the track, trying to immobilize him. Now he's got the IS-7's attention, so he's turning his turret towards him, and the enemy IS-8 goes and finishes off the friendly artillery. Now, the enemy IS-7 is showing his lower plate, so Koras graciously puts one in to silence him off. IS-8 comes in, donks his shot. Now he's open for Koras to finish him off. And now Koras thinks he's alone with an IS-7. And for all intents and purposes at the moment he is, but he also has a bunch of enemy medium tanks going on. And there they are. Luckily, they're both on pretty low health, and they're both trying to flank him, though. So the E-50 comes around. Koras keeps in mind that the IS-7 is there, so he's angling his tank and towards the IS-7 while keeping his gun towards the E-50. Manages to get the E-50 out, does the same thing for the STA-1. Manages to bounce another shot from the IS-7 as well. So now he's got his attention back on the IS-7. Hopefully he can actually keep his attention there this time, but no. There's an enemy T-34 as well. So, yeah, there's that. He learned from his mistake last time, knows that his shots are going to bounce against the upper plate of the enemy IS-7, decides to go for the lower plate this time, and it penetrates. So now he really has to finish this guy off. So with his last shot, he puts one in and kills him. Now he has to swing this thing around before another shot comes in from the T-44. Luckily it misses, and now he has all the time in the world to plant a shot directly into the back of the turret of the T-44 as he initiates plan GTFO. Yeah. See what I mean about this thing being crazy? He basically just took out something like 1, 2, 3, 4, he took out 5 enemy tanks in probably something like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. That's insane. He just completely outplayed half the enemy team in less than a minute. Now all there's left to deal with is a T-44 and an enemy Lova and an enemy tier 10 artillery as well. So Koras takes out the T-44, but immediately gets hit from somewhere by the Lova. And there he is. Now it's really unfortunate that that shot bounced, because look at his ammo load. Yeah, he doesn't have that many shots left. One more shot of armor piercing, and only 4 high explosive for 2 enemy tanks. Takes a lot of skill to do this, but Koras has shown exceptional skill so far, so it could go either way. Now that HE shell did 215 damage to Lova. Let's keep hoping for high rolls because, well, it'd be probably the worst thing ever to lose this game to a tier 8 heavy tank. Okay, that's the level gone. Now all he has to do is find the enemy artillery, and he's got this. Ugh. That was a phenomenal game on Koras' part. Put an end by, well, a single artillery shot. It would have been glorious. 11 kills? Yeah. So anyway, let's check the post-screen stats and see exactly how he did. Alright, so I'm not going to go through all the post-screen stats. You can have it here, and you can pause it whenever you like, and just check them out individually. But it's just worth saying, that was his second mark of excellence on his tank. That was a Mastery Badge, Top Gun, Pools Medal. That was an insane, insane game, and it was a defeat. You know, pulling defeat out of the jaws of victory. There's no better definition than that. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. I had a lot of fun making it. When I first saw this replay, I was just dumbstruck. I had to take 10 minutes and pick my jaw up off the floor. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. It's good karma, and good karma is good because good karma makes good karma for you later as well. It's good to know. So anyway, see you guys around.